Alright, back from breakfast, back to the Goulding cabins, which I don't know if I've showed them very well, but they're nestled. They are nestled into the corner here of this rock formation, which is pretty cool. Like I said, we just ate breakfast up there at the lodge, the Stagecoach diner, and then there's kind of the motel as well up there. And then down here, out on the plain, in front of the big rocks, are the cabins. I don't know, there's probably like 30, maybe more than that. This one in particular has 2 queen beds, bathroom. I would 100% stay here again. It was super nice, and if you have you know, a family with a couple kids, it's pretty easy to fit everybody in there. And this and this is your view in the morning. Spectacular sunrise view of Monument Valley. So if you come out here, I would highly recommend staying here. And then also, you know, look at the, if you want to get like real up close and personal with the monuments, look at the view. The View Hotel is just over that rise over there, and that's right in front of the Three Mittens, and that is spectacular. I'll drop a photo right here of the one time that my wife and I stayed there. It was insane. So you can't go wrong. And the view, they also have cabins over there, a lot fewer, so those ones are quite a bit more expensive. But if you got to do it once, it's worth it once. Otherwise, chill out over here. It's nice to have dinner so close, and yeah, I don't know, I could stare at this view all day long. So time to pack up the bikes, and then we are on our way heading back towards LA. We're gonna go through Page and then also Zion National Park, because it's right on the way. So we're just gonna take a little bit more of a northerly run to get back. On the way here, we kind of went the southern route, and now we're going the northern route through Zion, which would be cool, and hopefully not icy or snowy. So, all right, time to pack the bike. Let's go. Well, we've just done about 140, 150 miles from Monument Valley through Page. We just went through Antelope Pass, which is just, and you just come through the sheer red rock walls, and you pop out into this view, which is just spectacular. We're going to go down and around. You can see far off to the right, you can see the Vermillion Cliffs National Monument. We're actually going to go down, back to the right, kind of behind where we're going, and then back around in front of those, right in front of those cliffs. This section of road we're on 89A, which we came through Page, jumped onto 89A. This runs all the way to Kanab, Utah, past the north rim of the Grand Canyon, past the Vermillion Cliffs over there. It's just spectacular. It's incredible views. And today, with cold, the brisk air, it's about 30 degrees. The colors are just popping everywhere. It's beautiful. So we're going to keep rolling down here, roll down into the canyon, and on our way past Vermillion Cliffs. Continuing along 89A here, heading towards the Vermillion Cliffs National Monument. But right before we get there, we have to cross over the Navajo Bridge, which is a pretty cool historic landmark. It was built in 1929, but that original bridge is now only used for pedestrians. They had to build a new one, which was finished in 1995, and that's what we're going to cross over. But it's right next to the old one. And what's another cool fact is that these are actually the 9th highest bridges in the United States at 467 and 470 feet high. So it's a pretty cool spot. If you're coming through here, it's definitely worth stopping. But we're going to roll through, and because we're running out of daylight here, need to get through the Grand Canyon and then on to Zion. The Vermillion Cliffs National Monument, and about to wind our way up towards Jacob Lake and the turnoff to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. This next section is really fun. I've ridden it before. and you climb up above and you kind of look back over the Vermillion Cliffs, and then you head up into the pines, into the pine trees of the north rim of the Grand Canyon. So we're going to have a little fun in the next stretch here, so let's get after it. Alright, we've made it up to the up onto the plateau. This is the Kaibab Plateau, also the National Forest. We've just climbed up to about 7,900 feet elevation. That's what Jacob Lake is at. We're just going through there, but we're just passing through. We're going to head on back down through Fredonia, and then down to Kanab. And Fredonia is 4,700 feet, so we're going to drop 3,000 feet in the next 30-40 miles. The really cool part about this area up here is that it's surrounded by desert, but it's all full of pine, spruce. It's a really cool kind of green plateau surrounded by desert. So on our way down. Legend has it that there are some sand caves on the side of the road here in Utah. So we're gonna go find them. This is a half-mile round-trip hike, so it is Randy certified. So as you are planning your motorcycle trips with any additional hiking, know that this one is Randy approved.
It's been cool, but kind of good to take this walk, and you're going to see some epic stuff up here. So.
Here we go. Forgot to mention we have to scale the wall to get up there.
Why don't we just shift?
And the first part of this was Randy approved. I'm not sure that the second is. Scale that up, and then there's a rope. There's the rope. Yeah, that section was not Randy approved. But not too bad. And you can see the caves ahead. This is cool. This is worth it. Well, I'll catch you guys on the other side. Nice. A little dark. A little dark. This is cool.
There's just so much. Do you have an insight on all this?
Well, what we have is a cataclysmic.
This is very cool. Very short hike, but brings you out to that. And it's literally right off the highway. That's pretty awesome. This is very cool. It's very dark that way. Oh,
Surprised you're into this.
Thought maybe this was where like the grizzly bear. There's gonna be like a sleeping grizzly bear in here in the corner.
When Dan was talking about the fires,
Very cool.
I told him how you were doing. Taking some photos because it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, definitely worth a stop. This is very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, sorry. Well, that was cool. I feel like I didn't lead you astray.
No, and we learned a lot of valuable
This
history.
is not Randy, though.
No, this is not. You're correct. See a double black diamond.
hikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, radio.
Well, he does hike, but this is in his ranking of difficulty. It's a double black diamond Randy hike.
But I also saw in his tour pack Randy hikes or
Oh
I
yeah,
hike.
yep.
So that's good.
He's the #1 rated motorcycle hiking reviewer.
Celebrity
Yep,
reviewer.
yep.
Well, Randy, you would enjoy this.
According to the official Randy's Guide to Moto Hiking, that was a 4 out of 5 Randy's for scenic views, and I would say probably a 2 out of 5 for difficulty. Would have been a 3, but the ending added the additional difficulty. So for an average score of 3.1 Randy's in the official moto hiking guide. Sand Caves of Utah. Back on the road. Zion National Park next. Well, it's nothing like a little sunset ride through Zion National Park to end a fantastic day on the road. This place is so beautiful, and because it's winter and it's cold and it's late in the afternoon, we are getting this basically all to ourselves, which is awesome. There's only been a couple other cars, very few people in here, and we're just getting a pretty good run at this. I think the only probably sketchy part is can't see in these corners like this if it's ice or not. So far I think we're good. We are dipping right below freezing, so there could be some, but other than that, this is beautiful. Such a beautiful ride. We're coming up pretty soon here, just a little bit farther into the tunnel section. There's a short tunnel and then the famous long tunnel that goes on for over a mile and then drops you right out into the spectacular Zion Canyon. So we're going to keep rolling. Here we go.
Alright, we are officially in the Zion Mount Carmel Tunnel. It's 1.1 miles long. They finished building it in 1930, and at the time it was the longest tunnel of its kind, which is pretty cool. Two teams started on opposite ends of the park to build the road and then build the tunnel, and they built it along with all the buildings as a part of the rustic initiative, which means that they tried to. The reason why Zion and the Mount Carmel highway is so beautiful is because they specifically built it with materials from the region, and it's meant to kind of blend with the landscape, which is why it's such a spectacular road and just kind of flows with the landscape, which is pretty cool that they did that back in the early teens. The Park Service was founded in 1916, and they very quickly, for as much as the Industrial Revolution, World War II, in between the wars, pretty crazy how concerned about conservation and being and honoring the land. It was a part of the Park Service from the beginning, which is pretty cool. So, we are about to go through the end of the tunnel here. Saw a few windows, peaks to Zion Canyon, and we're about to enter it. About to go into the Zion Canyon, which is just a spectacular view. What an absolutely unreal ride. Looking off to you can see the road down there. We've had this whole road almost to ourselves, and it has, as the sun is going down, it's just over the mountains to the west of us. This has just been an unbelievable ride. Zion's always beautiful, and we're almost down to the bottom, but this time of year, this time of day, nobody here, this has been just absolutely gorgeous. come ride Zion as soon as possible. Zion is just gorgeous. And it's kind of like the same as Monument Valley. It's worth being here at a sunrise or a sunset. The red and the colors are just unbelievable. Look at that, you can see the road back down there. We've got a couple more sharp corners left to go before we head right into Springdale. And look at that. Yes, sir. Thank you. Right on. That guy knows what's going on. Both cars that we've rolled up behind have just pulled over immediately, which is amazing. Oh, the rock formations are just... this is my 4th time, I think, in Zion, and 3rd time on a motorcycle, and it just never gets old. Just unreal. All right. Well, enough talking. I'm going to shut up and enjoy the rest of this ride as we roll into Springdale, get some food, and put an end to this trip, which has been unbelievable. Until the next one, enjoy the last few moments of the ride through Zion National Park, and then make plans. Get here yourself, ASAP.
Let's see here. Free hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, outdoor pool, fitness center.
All the things we don't give a shit about. Oh, fitness center we do.
All right, we have made it to Springdale, Utah. We just rode through Zion National Park, just slightly past sunset, so the sun was gone a bit, but Zion is another just amazing place you need to go. Just all of southwest Utah, and the GoPro shut off. It's says low battery. It's not, but it just decided to quit, which is awesome. So we'll go back. I gotta talk real fast because the GoPro shut off again, even though it says 70%. It says low battery. It's cold. The GoPro hates the cold, but this is beautiful in Zion. Gonna go get some food. Had a beautiful ride today. Get to Zion. It's amazing. You can do the north rim of the Grand Canyon, Zion, Bryce, Grand Escalante, Capitol Reef. You can do 4 national parks and a national monument all in one day. It's unbelievable. The best day of riding a motorcycle you can have, pretty much. So